Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. I'm gonna start with this. With a lot of people being negative on XRP, it makes me more bullish. I can use these people as an indicator for my trades these days. You know, whenever I make a video and I title it, "This is the final shakeout," I'm not talking about the price of XRP. I'm talking about the narrative shifting. Because once the narrative shifts, you know we are close to XRP taking off. First, you get it from the mainstream media news. They talk about how crypto is bad and it's only used for illicit activity to keep the normies out of crypto. But once you start seeing the narrative shift inside the crypto communities, where FUD is at an all-time high and people are trying to make other people second guess their investment, that's when you know we are getting close. And that's what I mean by that. They're trying to shake you out before it happens. When Ripple goes live globally, most of the world will not even realize the transition was made. Many retail investors will not comprehend the instant volume. It will be an exciting moment for everyone full circle. This comes from Digital Assets Daily. You know, once that happens, the only people I'm going to feel sorry for are all the people that we have been trying to tell for years to get invested in the crypto, but they just wouldn't listen. All of a sudden, they're going to watch you become an instant millionaire overnight, and they're going to realize that you were right all along. And even if you don't become a millionaire, you are going to get life-changing money, and it's going to happen very fast when it happens. Ripple plus messaging plus settlement equals one interface for payments across any network. This comes from Smoke. And you can see how it's all coming together now. You know, what took vision a couple years ago is now becoming fact. I don't research to find Ripple connections. I research to gain full understanding of market infrastructure and payment networks. They, Ripple, just happen to be in every convo out there. CBDCs, payments, DeFi. Not saying that they don't have competition, but they interoperate. You know, whenever you search up payments, cross-border payments, Ripple is mentioned somehow, some way. And if not directly, their partners are there instead of Ripple directly. One massive network forming around CBDCs, payments, DeFi. Even if you mention or search up on-demand liquidity, the first thing you get hit with is XRP. I think we are at the point in this journey where people should now be able to admit that Swift is utilizing Ripple's technology. Don't believe me? Look for yourself. Finastra provides Fusion Total Messaging for Swift GPI. Fusion Total Messages uses Ripple's technology, RippleNet. I'll tell you now, these financial institutions are getting involved with Ripple for the cheapest, fastest, quickest settling digital asset, XRP. That comes from Mr. Man. And that's how we get rich. And Swift is definitely working with RippleNet technology. We are at the point now where the facts are all right there in front of you. Ripple's payments introduced the next evolution of payments, providing access to a global payout network with a single connection. You know, people always used to say, nobody's going to want to use RippleNet. It's going to be too complicated for these institutions to use. I don't think so. Take a listen.
So now, Ripple Payments can provide customers access to a full breadth of a global payout network with a single connection. Customers onboard once to Ripple and are immediately able to access over 70 different payout markets. The best part of this is there's no tech-heavy lifting. They're able to onboard to us and immediately start initiating payments using an intuitive user interface.
Do you see how simple that is? And like I always said, if something is easy to use, people will use it time and time again. And wait until one of the big customers really start to amp up utilizing RippleNet and they get the upper hand on the competition. And all of a sudden, the competition also has to utilize RippleNet and XRP. It will lead to mass adoption. And everything's pushing in this direction already because everybody's looking at the same thing right now. Real-time payments, quick, fast, and cheap payments. And that's what everybody wants. And that's what Ripple offers. Later, they will start to utilize the secret sauce, XRP. And just wait until tokenization really starts to pick up. That's going to be game-changing because all of a sudden, we're going to see value hit the price of XRP. XRP is just going to start to rise in price and nobody's going to understand why. And then we're going to start to realize that tokenization is picking up all around the world. And it's not just going to happen with Ripple and XRP. It's going to happen with Stellar and XLM and XDC and HBAR, these other cryptocurrencies as well. It's going to be a very exciting time when it happens. The UAE has a very large exchange. They even used a Ripple technology. Take a listen.
We'll talk about maybe the cross-border, right? The interoperability side. I like what you said, it's already digital, right? So it's already interoperable in some ways. Now, what are these BRIC countries going to do with their new currency? I tend to say good luck. Let's see how the thesis plays out. But if you're going to try to get, like the UAE has a very large exchange, the UAE exchange. They even use the Ripple technology, right? And
so right there, they're telling you they're using the Ripple technology. But people are so focused on the price of XRP right now. They're not seeing the much, much bigger picture. You know, if you just sit back and you look at all the connections that are being made all around the world right now, you can see how it leads to you getting rich. All you have to do is stay patient long enough. Even the World Bank, right now, they're talking about environmental. Take a listen. Ripple, a blockchain-based payment protocol company, measured the environmental impact of cryptocurrencies, cash, and card networks, Visa and MasterCard. You know, you see Christine Lagarde talk about the environment and why they have to push towards CBDCs. The same narrative is going to happen in other countries as well. But people still want you to believe that somehow Bitcoin is going to be at the heart of all of this. It's going to be part of the new financial system. No, it's not. If your cryptocurrency isn't green, it's not going to be part of the new financial system. And I see that narrative still being pushed by the Bitcoin maxis all the time, all over X. The future is Ripple and XRP and the rest of these ISO cryptocurrencies. When I deposit it from Uphold to my account, it shows real-time payment Uphold on my statement, real-time payments. There's more and more people trying this Uphold real-time payments, and they're showing it being tied to FedNow. And as time goes on, we're going to realize that Ripple was at the heart of FedNow all along. And even if it's not directly, it's through partners of Ripple. The Fed has hinted multiple times toward Ripple in the past. Yet people are still trying to downplay this as well. They're trying to make you second guess what you're invested in. You gotta know what you hold. Analyst says XRP and XLM will melt faces soon, projecting 20x rally to $13. There it is once again, that $13 price for XRP. This is another price that's been floating around since 2020 and 2021. I think we're going to achieve $10 plus on XRP in this next run-up. I think it's going to be a great time ahead as that happens. But are we going to see the major pullbacks? That's what I'm worried about, because I see people saying, we're going to go to $13 and then we're going to pull all the way back down under the all-time high. I'm not seeing it. Not as this network keeps coming together. At some point, they're going to flip the switch on XRP. And XRP's price is going to be driven by its utility. those pullbacks will no longer happen, in my opinion. Because how can Ripple be moving money around the world and the price pulling down and pulling back that way? It doesn't make sense, especially when we have companies moving billions of dollars. It just doesn't make sense to me. But as we get closer to that time, we're going to talk more about this because it'll give us a better understanding on where we are with the price of XRP. And are we going to go even higher than $13? Other people are saying $27 plus. Let's see how it all plays out. Sam Bankman-Fried speaks out after being sentenced to 25 years in prison. I never thought that what I was doing was illegal. Here's what I think Sam actually thought. And again, this is my opinion. He had all the right ties in Washington. I think he thought those people were going to step in and protect him. So he knew what he was doing was wrong. He was laundering money back to the federal government. And what happened is they hung him out to dry. Now Sam is going to spend some serious time in prison. But he had to know it was all illegal. I would like to see Sam really out the people that were handling the money laundering situation. I'm not talking about the politicians. I'm talking about the people behind the scenes that were in charge of delivering the money to the right people. Either way you look at this, he stole from retail investors. It shouldn't have even went as far as it did. Gary turned his head and dropped the ball. That's what happened with Sam Bankman-Fried. But, you know, we're XRP investors, and this year seems like it's playing out perfectly. You know, last year it was like all the growth was happening and no price movement. This year, I think we're going to finally start to see the price of XRP really move. We're going to have a normal cycle, a normal alt season. But after that, I think somehow we're going to start to see utility behind certain cryptocurrencies. And that's going to be an even more exciting time because nobody ever seen a utility run before. Nobody knows how long it lasts, and nobody knows how high the price can get on these cryptocurrencies. And that's what I'm really hoping to see. But you know, I went through this video really quick today, and I like to do that because I'm showing you connection after connection, and I'm bringing it all together in real time. So most people that aren't focused on the price, and even if they are focused on the price, maybe they start to see exactly what they're holding. Maybe they start to realize how important XRP actually is when it comes to moving the world's money. But until it all does happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.